Hollowed one can evolve into both Inferno Titan and Elesh Norn. And Hooting Mandrills and Tasigur can evolve into Titan, Elesh Norn, Griselbrand, or Terastodon. I wanted to put a second thing that Hollowed one could evolve into in the deck because there's a non-zero chance we like draw the Elesh Norn or something like that. So, and the fact that like Inferno Titan is like pseudo castable, it's probably not really castable, but like it's theoretically castable with our lands, could be okay. That sounded like the origin story of your Kiki deck. I started playing Kiki decks long before Eldritch Evolution was a Magic card, to be fair, though. Alright. Alright, chat. Once more, unto the meme. Alright. Can we hard cast Big Pig? I think we have 8 mana producing lands. And we have Hootie, we have Faithless Looting, we have Eldritch Evolution. So it seems like a good start. Oh crap, did I forget to put No, I have Street Wraiths in here. I was like, wait, did I forget to put Street Wraiths in here? No, I didn't mess that up. That'd have been real bad, chat, if I forgot Street Wraith. Alright, let's bin these two, I suppose. We cut the good cards. No, we cut like Bloodghast and Flamewake Phoenixes. And we added good cards. No, I forgot to update Stream Decker. Thank you for reminding me. It's a bingo. That's a bingo square, I believe, too. Alright, Hallowed Evolution is now updated on the Stream Decker. It may or may not update on mobile. The mobile's been a little weird. Eldritch Evolution, Street Wraith into... Alright, so... I can actually cast Hooting Mandrills this turn off an Overgrown Tomb. And this, I have to delve a Faithless Looting to do it, but I think this is fine. And then if we don't get Burning Inquiry next turn, we get to put a Griselbrand into play, chat. Who wants a Griselbrand, chat? Are you excited? Are you excited? I want a Griselbrand. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-do-do-do-do. What a fantastical start to the league, don't you think? Don't you think? We broke it. Modern's cracked in half, chat. Rest of you can go home. Rest of y'all can go home. We're doing it! What are the odds they can... Okay, so they're playing this deck. Do we think they can beat Elesh Norn game 1? What are the odds they can beat Elesh Norn? Just like 0%? Less than 0%? This can't block, so they can't kill this. So I should attack because it's free damage. Where Lady Gaga? Where Lady Gaga? There she is. Poker face, poker face. Ma. Boom, 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 boom. Nice 2-1. I always like when the meme gets to do its thing in the first game. It really encourages people to hang out and stick through and see if we can do it again. It does have haste. That's true. That's true. That's weird. That's weird. They don't want to play Magic anymore. Was it good for you, opponent? It was good for me. I got there. All right, so I'm going to bring in these. I'm going to cut some Collective Brutalities. I'm going to click Submit. Slagstorm's probably fine here. It's probably better than Bolt, right? Explosives cleans up their zombie tokens. All right, yeah, I'm gonna click Submit. I'm gonna run it. Let's run it back. So we've got Nut Draws and Leyline of the Void to mulligan for. Leyline, I think Burgle put it best. Leyline of the Void is basically Modern's version of Force of Will, because almost everything that's super degenerate in Modern leans into the graveyard to be degenerate. This hand is very good. Very, very good. It's just like a good hand that also has Leyline of the Void. This is based off of a list that Interonic sent us in that I was like, this deck should be playing Eldritch Evolution. Why do all these cards have Menace, chat? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a basic forest and then Goblin Lore here. Just rev the wheel up and spin it. All right. All right. Unfortunate we didn't bin either of these to flashback, but that's fine. I am on Linux. I'm using, I actually help. Whoa, what a dagger. What a dagger, getting BGH'd. Okay, okay, fair's fair. I actually help manage an Ubuntu-based distribution called Bodhi Linux. It's a project that I started in college with some friends that I still contribute to in my spare time. Man, they traded 1/1/1 for a 1/1 that beats up our stuff. They must have more removal spells in their hand, right? Said I didn't want to pay for legal fees, Dan. The project doesn't make money, so we just shut down the part that was going to have us make us pay for a lawyer. The project still exists, we just don't have anything that collects user data anymore. Alright, so I'm going to play Copperline Gorge before I looting, because if we draw a black Delph Threat, I want to be able to cast it. Man, that's brutal. Okay, so ditch these. Loot again, since our hand is terrible. Looking for Hootie. Well, I mean... Okie doke. They do only have 2 power worth of guys in play here, so like we've got some time, chat. But I think of Card Sphere. I think what Card Sphere is doing seems awesome. I think it seems like a really reasonable service, and if I was someone who still owned Magic cards, I would use them. I've heard nothing but good feedback from people that use their stuff, so I'm happy to have them here on my stream. Alright, it's a pretty quick clock here. If they beat us through Leyline of the Void, I'm going to be pretty impressed, honestly. Alright, well, let's flashback looting here. Oh, maybe I should have held the land? Probably not. Maybe? I guess I could draw Street Wraith. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. So let's ditch... Do I want to ditch the Slagstorm? No, I can just cast Hollowed One. I think I want to ditch Mandrills and Flameblade Adept. Then we cast this, and then we can Slagstorm next turn to clean up. I don't have green mana this turn. I tap my green sources. I guess I should have left up a green, huh? Because I have 3 green delve cards and only 1 black delve card. Oh, I can also evolve into Elesh Norn, that's true. Yeah, I missequenced here. I should have left up Copperline Gorge instead of Blackcleave Cliffs, and then I could have kept both my creatures, and I could have played, well, no. It depends, let's see. I feel like they probably have another removal spell here because of how aggressively they use this big game hunter, but that also could just be me misreading. Yeah, I just have another big game hunter. That doesn't really surprise me. Hootie, please. Hootie, please. Hootie or Tasigur would really like a delve card. Yeah, Slag is great here for sure. I'm going to hold this swamp because I have a Faithless Looting in my bin. I assume they're not playing things like Flamewake Phoenix. They probably have Bloodcast in their deck, though. Fair. Fair's fair. Alright, I guess we're casting Street Wraith next turn, chat. I guess we're casting Street Wraith next turn. Bring out your 3/4s. Bring out your 3/4s. Alright, so do I want to evolve this into Elesh, or do I want to play Hooting Mandrills and evolve into Griselbrand? I think I'd rather go get Griselbrand, right? I think it's Hootie into Pig. Elesh doesn't just win it, because they could have a removal spell here, chat. We've already gotten double, what's it called? They obviously brought in interaction. They can enter. They've literally big game hunted us twice, chat. I'm not going to block if they attack, because it signifies bolt, I think. Gosh. All the hoots, chat. All the hoots. Titan's probably better, isn't it? Titan's probably better. Is Titan better than Griselbrand? I think Titan might actually be better than Griselbrand. Griselbrand is funnier, but I think the Titan is better. Yeah, they're both pretty likely to win from here, right? And, like, the upside to the Inferno Titan here is it makes the Street Wraith lethal, which is nice. So, like, now they have to kill the Titan and kill the Street Wraith. All right. We're waiting for the second match in this league to pop. I'd just like to thank everyone for hanging out here today. My name's Jeff Logan. I'm a full-time streamer, memer, and content producer. I also still play Paper Magic on occasion if you watched SCG Indie this weekend. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. My subscribers are the reason I'm able to stream full-time like I do. I play Magic because I love doing it, but the reason I'm here 40+ hours a week is because of their very generous support. Past that, you can support my stuff by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. MTGOtraders.com would love to buy and sell some Magic Online cards with you. And if you use code Hoagland PayPal at checkout with them, you'll save 8% on your singles orders there. Honey would love to save you some money. Honey is a completely free browser add-on that when you install it using link bit.ly/HoogleHoney, you'll be supporting my content here at no cost to yourself. What Honey does is when you're shopping online, it takes a look at the stuff that you're putting in your shopping cart to buy anyways, and it searches for coupon codes automatically to try and save you some money on things that you wanted to get in the first place. Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep. Lisa provides foam mattresses, and I don't think Christy and I would ever go back to a traditional pillow top. We've been sleeping on a Lisa for the last 8 weeks now. You can save $160 or more on your new mattress by checking out bit.ly/HoogleBedUS and bit.ly/HoogleBedCA. And of course, we'd like to welcome everyone out there to Hoaglandia. Please talk to your friendly neighborhood moderator about your complimentary timeout. At any rate, we are 1-0 after our Hollowed Evolution deck. So if you're looking for kind of a sweet take on the Hollowed One archetype, maybe this could just be it. Heading on into our second match here, see if we can keep on keeping up. Nice mini cookies. The King of Hoaglandia. I'm kind of like the court jester of Hoaglandia. Am I going to go to the Invitational? Maybe. The Invitational is like really expensive to get to because where it is in Roanoke, Virginia. So I need to talk about the dates when it takes place with my wife. And if she's okay with me going, I might put a donation goal to get there. But I don't know. Christy and I are currently saving to move in the spring into a new house, so we need a bigger down payment for that. So I don't know that I can really afford to drop $1,000 on a high variance trip to the Invitational. Still the Water, thanks for all the great shows and the occasional Magic content. Thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. So I think I want to lead on Flameblade Adept here, even though I have Street Wraith plus Faithless Looting, because this way I get to hit them for 4 next turn guaranteed, which is nice. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this, but I kind of like this form of advertisement over an obtrusive ad where the streamer is talking to me instead of a commercial. What if I was already going, I'd offer you a free place to stay. Yeah, extra free room definitely helps, but a bulk of the cost of going is definitely, there's lost opportunity cost from not being able to work, and then there's the actual cost of the plane ticket. Usually it costs somewhere between like $500 and $800 to get a plane ticket to Roanoke. There's a small airport. Another Dredgevine deck. Okay, interesting. No, we're planning to stay in the approximate area where we're still in, the Bloomington Normal area. We like this part of the United States, but we that's a Gravecrawler, yep. We sometimes fly out of O'Hare, but often we fly out of the Bloomington has a small airport. All right, so we need to try and get to Elesh Norn ASAP here. We might turn 3 Elesh might just not be fast enough on the draw, which is like kind of absurd. We need another green source. Okay. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. I'm gonna ditch Flameblade and Tasigur here, I guess. I think I want to cycle Street Wraith to give myself a chance to hit a hollowed one here. Tilt. All right, so I need to survive this turn at 4 or higher. So that way I can Eldritch Evolution. I can fetch Shock and Eldritch Evolution next turn. So we're gonna get double Vengevine this turn. Hootie gets to block Gravecrawler. I discarded Tasigur because I Stomping Ground was my land. Yeah, I'm not sure we're going to be able to beat the second Vengevine here. I'm taking 5 down to 6. Okay, we're going to be dead to a bolt here, but we're actually not going to be dead on board, which is nice. We're going to take 5 down to 6. We'll fetch Shock to 3. And then, perfect. That makes us take even less damage. All right, Lady Gaga, I choose you. Lady Gaga, I choose you. All right, so here's a question. Now that they sacrificed those already, do I get something else? Do I get Griselbrand now? I could even get Terastodon and just put 18 power into play. Yeah, I could get Terastodon and kill all of our own lands. That's what I do, right? It's just like Terastodon, nuke my own lands. Like, I'm never drawing cards with Griselbrand. I think I just want Terastodon. Yes. All right, this is my elephant and its children. Dead to Bolt, dead to Land, Brutality Bolt. Yeah, that's true too. Getting Griselbrand left us dead to Bolt. Yeah, if they had Bolt, they could attack in Bolt the one Griselbrand blocks and then kill us. This puts us pretty all in, but I definitely feel like we're in a position where we need to be all in, right? The Vengevine deck seems like another powerful linear deck that when it does its thing, it's very good. But the question is, when it doesn't do its thing, how good is it? That's the question you need to ask yourselves with these decks. How good are they at doing their thing? So now how am I attacking? Well, once Elesh Norn's in play, they can't sack their creatures. So sacking there was a hedge against Elesh Norn, which doesn't seem unreasonable. Do I attack for 9 here? Just like leave the 3/3s back. It's probably not bad. No, this is a new match. We're playing against Vengevine for a second match in a row. How are we dead to Bolt? Oh, because of Menace. Because Menace means... Okay, so that means we know they don't have Bolt, right? Because they didn't... Because they blocked. Card is Menace. Once we get to untap with our own Bolt up here, we're in a pretty good spot. Yeah, so they either don't have Bolt or they've made a pretty big mistake. Okay, so it's not Hollow-Vine, it's just a Dredgevine deck list, basically. Again, my statement's still the same. You're right. I didn't know that. If that's the case, then I said the wrong thing. But the statement of how consistently does it do its linear thing is still accurate. Bridgevine lists don't have space for Bolt usually. I feel like that's good to know. I'm gonna get aggressive. I think I need to kill them here. And it makes sense that a lot of them can't fit Bolt, so I think not playing around it is fine. I mean, if they hit 2 creatures, this trade is absurd for them, right? If they have 2 creatures, that trade is very good for them. So, depends on what their leftovers are here. Well, that's pretty good. Do they have a 0-drop? Yeah, they have a 0-drop. Okay. Yep, that's really good. Macabre Waltz. That's tight. That's a good card. That's some good technology. That is, like, that's the type of thing that could make or break a deck like this. Like, that's a super sweet addition. Alright. This is a close game. And remember, our opponent was on the play and had double Vengevine in play turn 3. And we're like still sitting here playing a game of Magic with them. God fucking A. That was the best draw on their deck. That was the best draw on their deck. That was really close. It was really close. Yes, they had 2 shots at that, huh? I guess Stitcher, whatever, Stitcher Supply would have done it too, right? Because that's also a zombie. Alright, well, easy board plan. Do I want to, after playing that game, do I want to cut Terastodon? I probably do, right? Probably do. I think I want to leave the bolts in. I guess I'm going to cut Flameblade Adept. I'm probably not aggroing them out. I probably am just going over the top, relay lining them. In retrospect, was Elesh better? Yeah, probably. Probably Elesh probably would have been better the way that game played out. All right, we have a ley line and a scribe. Unfortunately, have to bottom that there. It's a shame because that would be the nuts if we had another land here. Oh yeah, or maybe we're supposed to get Griselbrand if we're assuming they're not playing bolts. Griselbrand's there for the control matchup, but it's also possible that like Terastodon's just good enough for the control matchup. I mostly just put a Griselbrand there for the memes. Yeah, like remember, that game was as close as it is, and I probably could have made some different decisions to maybe even make it better for us when they had two Vengevines on the play. Turn 3. No, I don't think I want to play EE for one. A lot of their 1-drops don't really matter, I don't think. Although I guess if I have this out, I really don't care about any of their other things. They don't have tokens. Okay, yeah, I guess I should have played this for one last turn. Well, that feels bad. This is part of the reason why I have 4 things to evolution for in my deck. So this way when we draw a bunch of them, we can still have them to go on. We can still have things to go get that are good. Yeah, but like we have a lot of the recursive stuff covered with Leyline, so... The Sacred Foundry? Are they playing Lingering Souls, maybe? Let me get Overgrown Tomb here so we can prioritize double green for Eldritch Evolution if we draw and keep it. Sweet, we ditched both of the uncastables, and I guess we could theoretically cast Terastodon, but not likely, right? I wonder if there should be more Copperline Gorges in this deck. The fast lands are pretty good, right? Most exercise over the weekend was mostly because chat believed in the heart of the cards, but give yourself some credit. At least 10% of it. Thank you for the bits, Wraith PK. Yeah, maybe there should be some more Copperline Gorges in this deck and like slightly less. Although I guess the fetch lands are like pretty important for... The fetch lands are pretty important for enabling Delve. So maybe it's just like a cost that you have to take on. What about Blooming Marsh? Most of our 1-drop spells are red. All of our 1-drop spells are red. So I think any of the fast lands we play need to be red. And I am just going to pay the max amount for this because I have another one in my hand here, obviously. So I want to leave cards in my bin. First time cheering, that was easy. Thank you, Jog. I'm not sure, Karate Dumb. There's a chance it won't be played tomorrow. I sometimes, on Meme Mondays, I move decks up in the queue that are normally lower. So I'm not actually sure where Blue-White Turns is actually at in the queue for the natural progression of things. All right, well, I get to play a second. We got kind of punished by the wear tear. And good call on the wear tear when we mentioned the Sacred Foundry, by the way, chat. There's definitely someone that was like, it's probably for wear tear. I'm like, all right, yep, seems good. All right, give me 3 hollowed ones in hand. Well, that could have gone better. I guess I'm going to go ahead and just spin through this Burning Inquiry. Missed the glass. I guess I'll throw again. Thank you for the bits. Give me 4/4s. Give me 4/4s. This one's a little bit dangerous in this matchup, especially when we don't have Leyline out. Wow. We discarded 3 lands with both Goblin Lore and Burning Inquiry, and we ended up with 2 lands in our hand. And we ditched Vengevine for them. All right, I assume we're dead here. I'm gonna attack, because, like, blocking Vengevines is not gonna work. We just have to hope they, like, don't have anything. Although any zombie flips back Vengevine. Their build seems really sweet. The fact that Stitcher Supply enables Gravecrawler seems really absurd. It's always the next card, chat. It's always the next card. We had some close decisions in that first game, and maybe getting Elesh or Griselbrand would have been better than the Terastodon we ended up getting, but that second game we just kind of got run out. All right. Yeah, Burst Lightning is great. That's why I played it. You just want more than 8 Lightning Bolts, and Burst Lightning is the next best thing, I think. Tilt. All right, I guess we're just going turn 1/4/4 here, huh? That Living Endscape Shift looks wild. Sounds good, Biotic. Thank you for the bits. It does look sweet, I agree. Incoming main deck of Braid, right? Tilt. Yep, definitely Skred. We'll see if we can Eldritch Evolution before they get to Blood Moonas here. Delve creatures definitely not as good as we'd like them to be here. Yep, looting in Skred. It's interesting. Okay, that's a Collective Brutality, so we're definitely going to play that, I guess, in case they've got, like, Stone Rains or something. Look at see Blood Moon and be sad and concede. Hazaret Chandra Mindstone. All right. Mono red Skred Dredge. How do you evolution into Terastodon? By using a Tasigur or a Hooting Mandrills. Either of the Delve creatures does it. Really need to hit green next turn because they're probably going to be able to Chandra downtick on this next turn. Ding. I think Inferno Titan is the better grab here, right? Because Elesh just gets blocked by Hazaret. I can't get Griselbrand. Griselbrand costs 8. My choices are Elesh, Norn, and Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan's like lethal next turn if they miss, right? So we'll just get that. What? Hallowed One is evolving. So they need like Bolt or Skred Bolt here. If they have double removal for this, we're actually probably not going to win this game. These Pokemon designs have gotten really weird. Gen 1 was better. Well, that's a tilt. Yep. You just don't have anything left going on. This is Chandra. Am I supposed to have... Is there a better 7 I could have in my deck? Is there a different 7? How do you get to Iona? How do you get to Iona? There should totally be a Rourke Thar in this deck for beating up on Storm. There should totally be a Rourke Thar in this deck. Grave Titan's not a bad suggestion either. Sorry. I started asking for 6 Sire of Insanity. Yep, that's a card. Alright, so Abrupt Decay seems good here. Collective Brutality seems pretty bad. Slagstorm can clean out their Pia. I guess this kills dragons. Bolt doesn't do... Yeah, this probably isn't good enough. Ooh, Hornet Queen's not bad. Hornet Queen is not bad. I like the suggestions of Rourke Thar and Hornet Queen. Queen's probably better than Grave Titan. Like, theoretically generates less value, but it's much, much better at coming to board, right? What do you do versus Bridge? We have 2 Decays, 2 Ancient Grudges, 2 Engineered Explosives, and a Terastodon. This deck's actually really good at beating and snaring Bridge. Yeah, the Titan could maybe be a Queen. Honestly, the Griselbrand's been pretty underwhelming too. There's a good chance we just don't want this card. I think Terastodon's great because I hate Tron and big mana decks. And also, like, sometimes you give yourself 18 power like we did that one game. But these two, I'm pretty sure I want these two. These two could be other things though. Sevens and 6s are ideal. We can obviously get to 8 off of our Delve creatures, but 6s and 7s we can get off of Hallowed One as well, which is nice. Gives us more ways to get to them. Can be difficult to get to an 8 sometimes. What does adding Eldritch Evolution to this deck try and solve? It probably doesn't. It just does sweet things. This is Meme Mondays. Someone sent me money to do this, so we did it. And now we're trying to think about it optimally. Yeah, just a Wormcoil Engine might be fine too. Just like get good big thing. This is a turn 1 hollowed one, and if we draw a fetch land, we have turn 2 Hooting Mandrills. You know, that's actually like, that's like a really good question, isn't it? Why is there black mana in our deck? That's like, that's actually a great question. There just shouldn't be black mana in our deck, should there? No, we don't need Tasigur. We just play 4 Hooting Mandrills. I mean, we technically did cast a Street Wraith this game. We technically cast a Street Wraith today, but like... Yeah, I definitely just started with like a black-red hollowed one list and like made cuts. So like, I didn't put a ton of thought in it, into the specific colors. It's like, I just want to make Eldritch Evolution castable in here. That's actually good to, if this is something that you think is sweet and something you want to work on, cutting black is probably a good suggestion. Yeah, you know, like you definitely don't cut the Street Wraith. You still put Street Wraith in the deck. Like, I'm not cutting Street Wraith from this deck for sure. But like, you can just play 4 Copperline Gorges and stuff. Yeah, you still play Leyline in the board. You're not casting Leyline. Like, Leyline is in the sideboard to, Leyline's in the sideboard to have in your opener. And you, like, get to loot through it. Yeah, my body's ready to hardcast this Titan, chat. I mean, like, we're playing Collective Brutality to tempo, basically to tempo combo decks. And, like, that's not really a useful thing to be doing, right? We could just, like, save ourselves health points and like get a second basic forest into the mana base so we could like have a better shot against Blood Moon. Like, again, people I feel like underestimate how much it costs to add another color to your deck, not only against Blood Moon, but just like how much damage it does to your health total in general. So yeah, upon thinking on it a little bit, I would definitely cut the copies of the black cards from this deck, I think. I don't think I can afford to discard this Inferno Titan, so I'm just going to pass back here. No, you don't want Field of Ruin in this deck. It's not a grindy fair deck. Alright, now I'm going to gamble when we bin the Inferno Titan, I'll concede. They had cards in their hand, chat. Inferno Titan was how we were winning that game. Hollowed one was not going to. Like, any bolt killed the hollowed one, any Skred killed the hollowed one, any Abrade killed the hollowed one. I get it. I had a single 4/4 and I like had no more castable spells in my deck, so. Yeah. Yeah, so you just like, you cut these, you cut this, you max out on lightning bolts. Honestly, if you cut some of this out, you could probably fit Flamewake Phoenixes back into here. Like, we have plenty of 4-power guys. I'm gonna rebuild this with just being 2 colors at the end when we do the wrap-up, I think. I'm definitely into being able to do that. Actually seems really potentially sweet. I think the deck's doing something genuinely pretty powerful. Like, I mean, like, it's doing Hollowed One things, which is, like, genuinely pretty powerful, right? And then we've got something that kind of lets us go over the top, which is nice. What if your hand wasn't your hand anymore? Ding. We've been to Double Company Rattle Chain. Sign me up. Stream Decker does not work consistently on mobile. Yeah, if you played Phoenix, you'd probably want one good 5-drop. Alright, EDH players, what's a good 5-drop? It's just Thragtusk, right? Is there a better 5-drop than Thragtusk? In green-red, it's just Tusk, right? I feel like Tusk is pretty aggressive and gets us out of tight spots. We could just play a dragon, but like Tusk is pretty good. Umbrisk, get out of here. What a tilt. Eldritch Evolution exiles itself, Kent. Chat, Evolution exiles itself. Otherwise, everybody would have done these things forever ago. Yeah, honestly, Hootie's probably just going to beat them down here. Yeah, Eldritch Evolution and Dark Dwellers were standard legal together. Why are we companying in response to my 6-drop? One hollow boy, please. Alright, I guess I'll take that. It gives me my second green source. If they get 2 spell crawlers, it could make a big one. The trample line on these Hooting Mandrills feels pretty absurd. They can lord us at instant speed here, but I think we're just pretty stone dead to that. So, whatever. The 4th collected company? That's brutal. Please be bad, please be bad, please be bad, please be bad. It's not bad, they have choices. Chat, why do they have choices? So they're going to double block, single block, sack this, take 2, 5. And then they're going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the backswing. We don't get anything, chat. We don't get anything. You get nothing! Come back in 1 year! These random cards are so tilting, chat. They say Delver's inconsistent. Alright, get in here. There should probably be a second Lava Man on the board. Card's pretty good. Modern's a very creature-based format. Having a card that hoses creature-based decks is very good. No, I don't think so, Alcohol. I think I want something that like beats them down. We already have Terastodon for a big evolution target, so honestly, there's probably not even space for Flamewake Phoenix even in the 2-color build, so nice, Fido. I can shock in Overgrown Tomb, terminate something, and play Hooting Mandrills next turn. Let's try one more. Let's try the last one. Puck Wolf, thank you for the 5-month resubscription. I appreciate it. That's going to be my last match of the afternoon, folks. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. I do appreciate it. Wrap on up here with this last one. I think this archetype's kind of okay. I think the Black Splash has dealt us a little bit too much damage on the mana, and it's unnecessary. We also kind of lost a game to Blood Moon because we have a Black Splash. We lost a really close set to a very nuts draw out of Hallowed Vine. So, like, again, like, one of the things that makes it really tough to evaluate new decks and ideas is that, like, it's very easy to look at, like, the current match result that we have right now and be like, well, this deck has to be bad because of the result that we have in this current league. If you don't sit there and actually, like, think about what actually happened for you to get to that match result. Yeah, I'll do a rebuild during the wrap-up segment, talking about how I would change things, for sure. I think I'm supposed to go for the Hollowed one-on-one there, since I have Inquiry plus Hollowed one. Looks like we're playing against Storm. I'm not cut out to register Burning Inquiry, chat. I just can't do it. Can you explain why you think that's true, IH Jace? Without a Rurikthar, it's probably bad for us. We have Leyline of the Void, which certainly helps. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna rebuild it and be done. It's been a long weekend. We've been up for almost 8 hours today. All right, so I know our results there were pretty medium, but I think I feel like there might be something okay here hiding in the woodwork. So pretty easy to just start by restructuring the mana into a way that makes sense. To get a second basic forest in here. You hear Moto chug as I search basic forest. Probably a second basic mountain too. Griselbrand was kind of medium. Inferno Titan was okay in those sets. You get to cut these cards out of the board. Probably the engineered explosives too. And we probably actually just want some random fetches and red fetches in here still, huh? Just so we can enable our delve threats pretty consistently. Yep, minus Tasigur plus Hooting. Yeah, so probably something like this. I'm not sure it's possible. It's possible you might want to fit Flame Wakes into here still. Yeah, fill out the boats. Oh yeah, let's just put Rurikthar in the main as the last one. That one's like really castable too. As far as like a castable creature, like 6-drops aren't completely unreasonable as far as drawing randoms things go. And then round it out, even with just a couple Flame Wakes even, it could be good to be aggressive with. Well, that really makes me want a 5-drop in here, but that's probably silly. No, I think I want this to be castable. Carnage Tyrant seems fun. It's a sweet one to have. I don't think I want that main. I think these are the four I would want in the main, but that seems like a fine one for the board. And honestly, part of the appeal too is that if we don't play things like Flame Wake, this Slagstorm, I could just play a couple Anger of the Gods in the board too as the sweeper. Okay, cool. Yeah, we could play a couple of Cathartic Reunions. Probably something like this. Is Gaia's Revenge better than this? This is better when you draw it, right? But like, I guess we're not drawing it most of the time. Yeah, for sure, -3 Karn. Yeah, I think, it's Haste versus Trample. So, I think I would do something like this. Again, I think like the Black Splash, once we finally wrapped up, it just like wasn't really worth it. You could run out a few more cards in the sideboard slot. Things like Gaia's Revenge versus Carnage Tyrant. Hornet Queen could also be okay. There's a lot of really sweet things you could do. I think I would want to focus on most of the bombs being castable, but if you really wanted to branch out into things like Sire of Insanity, that's probably not completely terrible, but I don't know. At any rate, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Big thanks for all the support, people. That was really awesome seeing all the people cheering me on at Indy this weekend. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, Cornfield Time, with some more, I think, modern. We'll see. At any rate, and remember, I'm going to be live tomorrow and Wednesday at 9 a.m., but I'm going to be off Thursday and Friday because there'll be a Gen Con this weekend. So, peace, folks. I'll catch all y'all around later.